In today's video, we're going to be shopping for a used Nissan Leaf online. This video will be helpful if you don't know what to look for or how much you should be paying. I also want to say that if you usually pay more than $7,500 in taxes each year, you may benefit from buying a brand new Leaf. If you've already picked out a car, if you've found a Leaf that you think will work for you, make sure you check out my buyer's guide, 3 things you should check before you buy. I'll link to that in the upper right part of the screen. So let's jump in, let's go shopping.
All right, good morning. I'm going to do a video on shopping for a Nissan Leaf. I've had a lot of people recently asking me how I go about buying a used Nissan Leaf, so that's what this will focus on. All right, so I'm just going to start here with, we're going to start with Facebook Marketplace in Denver. And there's some good cars on here to just kind of showcase different things. And I'm really going to focus on the first generation car, which is between 2011 and 2017. I'll talk about buying the newer generation used here in a minute. I'll talk about it after we look at the first generation cars. So I'm thinking we'll look at a few on Facebook Marketplace. We'll look at a few on Craigslist, and then we'll even look at some cars from a dealer like Carvana. All right, so let's jump in. I'm at the Facebook Marketplace here in Denver, and I just want to start. I'm going to start here with this 2012 because I want to kind of prove a point with this car. The 2011 and 2012 it was the first Nissan Leaf built, and the battery pack was not as it wasn't built as well, so it didn't hold up over time as well. So I'll show that here with this picture. And so what this car is showing is, it's not a great picture. It's kind of like dusty, but we can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's 6 out of 12 bars of overall battery health. That's like lifetime battery health. So you can see this car, it has almost a full charge, and its range is only about 41 miles. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is fully charged, and it's only going about 41 miles. So I would avoid the 2011 and 2012 Nissan Leafs because of this reason. You may find one that's had a replacement battery pack, but that's rare. So I'm just gonna move on. Let's go to the 13 here. So this car was posted a week ago. The price is $9,600. Again, the first thing I go for is this picture of the dash. It's kind of blurry here, but we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 12 bars. That means, I'm guessing, if this car is fully charged, it's probably getting about 75 miles of range, which is pretty good. I also read the description if the battery checks out, and I'm liking what I see. So this is a fully loaded SV with xenon headlights, Bose sound system, infotainment, and navigation. Here's a quick look at the different trim levels for the Nissan Leaf. This is a nice car. It's nice. Yeah, this is a nice car. I would consider this if the price maybe came down a little bit more. I think $8,500 would be a great price for this car. I'd consider even paying $9,000 possibly. But yeah, I think $8,500 is a good price for this car. Let's move on. Here's another one. It's a little more pricey. This is in Longmont, which is just north of here. So again, the red looks nice. Let's see what we got. All right, here's our picture of the dash, which is great. I'm glad that all these folks are putting pictures of the dash and showing the battery health here. So again, the big bars here on the left are showing us just the current charge of the battery. The ones on the right are showing us lifetime health of the battery. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 bars of battery life left. Again, I'm guessing 75 miles of driving range when this one's fully charged. This does not look like, this looks like the base model. I can tell from the screen here, it doesn't have navigation. It doesn't have, the infotainment thing. It's got the 16-inch wheels. So this is probably just a base model, even though they're saying it's an SL. Again, I think a good price for this car would be $9,000, $8,500, $9,000 would be a good price for this car. All right, let's move on. There's one more here. This is in Colorado Springs down south. It's a 2013, a lot of 2013s. Nice looking car. You can tell by the wheels it's not a base model. All right, so this one, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this one has 11 out of 12 bars. And it's been driven almost 66,000 miles. So this is nice. It's a good price, and I do think like the battery life is the most important thing. Let's look at the inside. So this is definitely it's got the hi cat, the infotainment deal, and this probably has navigation. It looks like. Let's see what the description says. It doesn't say much, but yeah, I'm guessing this is got the better sound system. No fog lights, so I think this is probably what are they saying it is? Yeah, this is the SV, which is like the middle trim level. Tires look a little worn, a little dry rotted. So what would I do with this car? I'd consider this car at $9,400. It's not a bad price. If I could get them again down to like $8,500, that would be tempting. That would be tempting. I'd probably buy this car at $8,500. All right, so that's just a look at Facebook Marketplace. Again, we're focusing on the first generation cars right now. Let's go over to Craigslist now. So I'm in Los Angeles, and you'll notice I'm doing everything as owner. And I just, like if I turn this on for all, what happens is these dealers just dominate. Carvana just dominates Craigslist. All these ones with the blue squares are all Carvana. It's just all Carvana. And so I don't like the dealers because I mentioned this in the buyer's guide video, my other one. I think the dealers, you're paying extra because they're guaranteeing all this stuff and they've looked over the car. But these electric cars are very simple machines. Like the electric motors hardly ever fail. And yeah, I think, in the buyer's guide video, I say, if it's got a good battery, if it charges, and if you drive it and it doesn't sound like anything's wrong with it, buy it. So that's why, if we look at some of these cars, like a 15 here, you can already tell this thing's almost $19,000. You can buy a brand new Leaf for $19,000 after the tax rebates if you qualify for them. So I just, it's like no matter how nice this car is, it's not $19,000 nice or $18,600. That's crazy to me for a 2015. So I just don't even look at the dealers. And I understand that there's advantages, like if you need financing, that's a good way to go. I understand that. But let's just go to owner only. This filters a lot of it filters out all the dealers. So here's one, $9,900. It's a 13. Okay, so we look at this picture here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot of battery degradation. I would not consider this car. You can see at full range, it's only going 50 miles. So I would not buy this. Okay, so we're looking at a 2017 Nissan Leaf, and I want to show you this one because it has a slightly different battery pack than the earlier cars. Starting in 2016, the Nissan Leaf got a slightly bigger battery pack. It went from 24 kilowatt hours up to 30, meaning your maximum range went from like 84 miles up to 107-ish when the car was new. You can see this one's lost 2 bars of battery, so it's at you can go about 90 miles on a full charge. And yeah, you can expect to pay a little bit more for these 2016 and 2017 Nissan Leafs, just because they do have a slightly bigger battery pack. One way to know for sure if it has the bigger battery pack is the fourth letter of the VIN will be a B instead of an A. All right, so this is priced at $17,000. It's pretty pricey. I probably wouldn't spend more than $14,000 for this car. Actually, I'd want to get it down to like 12,000. Be a good price. Here's an 11. I remember, wow. Okay, so this is surprising. What we have here is a 2011, but they've had the battery replaced. So it's got 11 out of 12 bars. This thing's going 95 miles on a full range. And I'll say the 95 miles was calculated on your most recent driving style. It's not like you're going to go exactly 95 miles. If you're cruising through the city, that's obviously different than on the highway. And on the highway, you'll go less mileage than you will in the city, which is kind of different than a gas car. So yeah, this is interesting. It says, with a way better battery than many of the 2015. Okay, so yeah, this one's had a battery upgrade. At $10,000, it's a nice looking car. I don't like the tan interior personally, which it looks like it has, maybe. It's hard to tell. I prefer the black. I think at $10,000 with this new battery, if it had good tires, which it looks like it does, I'd consider it. I'd probably want to, again, see if I could work them down to 9. Okay, and let's look at, here's a 2015. Wow. So this one has a full 12 out of 12 bars. Great. It's silver. That's nice. You don't see too many silver ones. I don't here in Denver. Yeah, it looks nice. What's the price? $16,500. Whoa, it's pricey. So I would not consider this car at this price. Let's look at one more here. This is a 2011, another one. And this is what I mean about the 2011, 2012 cars, especially in a hot climate like LA. You see extreme battery degradation here. This thing only has 4 out of 12 bars remaining. So at a full charge, it's only going 24 miles. So, yeah, not good. They're asking $4,000 for this car. I feel like they'd be lucky to get that. Okay, so I think that's a good feel of these cars. Let's look at a newer Nissan Leaf. So let's see if there's any for sale here. There's not. Let's go to Denver. I'm looking at a used Nissan Leaf that's 2018 and newer, so the newest generation. Okay, there's 3 for sale. Okay, so this is a 2019. It's the S, so it's the base model, and this car is $25,000. Now I'm just curious. It's got 8,600 miles on it. This makes me think, like, how much can I get a brand new car for? If we just go to Nissan.com. Yeah, build and price. Here we go. All right, so here we have, I started building one, so just ignore this. This is the base model, a Nissan Leaf S with 40 kilowatt hour battery, which is good for about 150 miles. Let's zoom in here. What this is saying is this car, if you qualify for the federal tax rebates, you can get this car for as low as $19,900. With an MSRP around $27,400. So I guess, I'm looking at this 2019. This is a 3-year-old car. And even if the battery is in perfect condition, I guess I'm having trouble understanding why someone would buy this car. Maybe someone in the comments can help me understand. I understand. Well, yeah, maybe post a comment if you know why. Because to me, I would just buy a brand new car at this point. It's if you qualify for the tax rebates, it's cheaper. It's $5,000 cheaper just to get a 2022. And even if you're paying full price, you're paying $3,000 more. So that's why with the newer cars, 2018 and up, I don't really understand. The prices are still in the mid-20s for these cars usually. So I just don't understand. We're jumping from like $10,000-ish up to $25,000. And sure, you're getting a bigger battery, but you might as well just buy a new car at that point. It seems to me I may be missing something. All of these cars, this one's 26. This one looks like it's loaded. Really nice. It's got the leather. But again, if we go back and look at a SL, this one is $29,900 if you're qualifying for the tax rebate, which is $4,000 more for a 4-year newer car in this example. And I'm not sure you might even be getting. Yeah, in the 2018, this car only goes 150 miles, whereas this new 62 goes over 200 miles. So to me, it doesn't make sense buying these used, 2018 and up Nissan Leafs. I just don't understand the market right now. Please help me understand if I'm just missing something. My recommendation would be to stick to a first generation car if you're looking for something that's like, affordable. And I think that Nissan Leaf did it right. They put smaller batteries in these cars, which made them much cheaper than, say, a Tesla. Some Teslas have a battery pack that's 4 times larger than a Nissan Leaf. So I think it makes a lot of sense. This small battery pack for a car that you need for just bopping around town, I think it's perfect. Mine's a 2013. I can still go down to South Denver from where I live. It's a little bit of a stretch, but I make it work. And I love that car because I'm not paying for gas, none of that stuff. So, I highly recommend these first generation Nissan Leafs. I hope this video was helpful in helping you get your shopping journey started for the Nissan Leaf. If it was, please subscribe and leave comments if you have questions on buying these cars. I can help you out. There are things you can do to prevent battery degradation in your Nissan Leaf. I'll put a link to that video here. Also, have you ever wondered if you can fit a mattress in a Nissan Leaf? I'll also put that video link here. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.